Hello, friends. Let's talk about goat farming. Something to just think about before you start that goat farm. What do you need to know? So, this is just like an introduction, like from A to Z. It's an introduction for beginners like you. If you want to learn about goat farming, what should you be aware about? What is all about goat farming, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, and then we can see if this is something to do with the farm and you, or it's something that you would like. Hello friends, welcome again to Movie Farm. If you're new here and this is your first time, please do like our videos and also subscribe. So let's get into it. So we are going to talk about a comprehensive guide about goat farming, and let's get to it. So what is goat farming? Because sometimes people wonder, if is it a business? Are you just farming for fun? And in case you're doing the goat farm, what kind of goats are you going to do? So goat farming is the practice of raising goats. We are all clear about that. You can either do that through either having like goats for milk or goats for meat. So when you want to start goat farming, you ask yourself, what is your end goal? And more so when you're saying about goat farming, this is like you not doing it for the hobby part of it, but taking it as a business. So you will think about, are you going to do it because you want to sell milk, or are you going to do it because you want to sell the meat? So it's very crucial that you identify, or where you want to start with goat farming. And we've seen that there's a milestone of how goat farming evolved over the years and over the practices. So we started with just the domestication part of it, just keeping goats because okay, they are domesticated animals and you're able to do that. And then that one pushed us to breeding practices, and then we went to in the industrial part of it, that is commercial, and then it became a movement, and now it's on the sustainable practice place. So if you're doing your goat farming in 2025, you're doing it because you want it to be sustainable and you want to put sustainable practices into your goat farming. And then, of course, you will diversify your goat farming with something else. You will do value addition. If you want to go into milk, you can do soap making with the milk. You can do cheese and all that. So that's what we call diversification, and also how you value add onto your goat farming practice. So never forget that. And then moving next, we are going to talk about the benefits of goat farming. So I had mentioned that you can keep goats for milk. The milk, goat milk, is very nutritious, and it has vitamins, it has minerals, and the people who drink goat milk, I know some people don't like the taste of it because it's very heavy and creamy and all that. People are aware, or people like cow milk. But if you're the kind of person that would like to do the goats for milk, then you have to identify, or you have to like the taste. And also, of course, it's very nutritious compared to the cow milk. And therefore, even before we move further, my question will be, if you decide to do goat farming for milk, please make sure that you have the market where you're going to take your milk. Don't farm milk goats, and then you struggle selling it because maybe the hotels might not like making tea with your goat milk. So please make sure that before you go into um, some practice, that you have the right market. And then we have also the goat farming for meat, which is very good. So benefits of goat farming: the goat milk is highly nutritious, we've said that, and goat farming can be very profitable if you're doing it as a business, and also if you're doing it to enrich your soil. I know over and over again I've shown you my manure. We have lots and lots of manure which will take to the farm for our crops with our because we've kept goats. So you'll have benefits of milk, you'll have benefits of meat, the profits, and then the goat manure, you'll be able to take it up and put it onto your farm, and it will be able to improve your cell health. So those are some of the benefits of why you need to keep goats. Then I've talked about the dairy breeds and I've also talked about the goat breeds. So if you're choosing according to the venture that you're going to choose, is it the breeding part of it of milk or the meat part of it? You have to buy the right breeds to ensure that they take you to that place that you want to be. And I will discuss about the whole lot of goat breeds, and because the Sarahanis, the Boas, and and everything else in another video. So please get tuned in on that, and also make sure that you put your notification bell on so that you can be able to be notified. So for you to be able to keep healthy goats, you need to look at the goat housing essentials and requirements, which are, I've said it over and over again. And if you've not seen that video that I did about my goat house structure, please look out for that, because I've done like a good video on a step by step on how to build a good structure. Please look out for that video. But please and please make sure that the room is well ventilated. Make sure that it has it's good isolation, that you have put good security measures. Make sure that there's like hydration and all that. Make sure that it is clean. If you do not have money to put like a raised goat house, you can also make it flat, and I've done another video of a flat goat house. But the most important thing about the goat structure, and I'm going to also do another video about goat structure, is ensuring that it is clean, it is hygiene, and the space is enough for the number of goats that you're going to keep. So don't make them to be so squeezed, because you remember we don't want to deal with diseases. So make sure that the place is spacious enough, very clean and hygienic. Someone comes in after every 2 days, sweep off. Then it has like a good drainage, and if you can afford a raised goat structure, it is very ideal, and it's a one-off cost that you're going to make. So, and if you've not seen that video, please go ahead and look at it. And then again, we have, so for the goats, it's the structure. Yes, no, we've started with the breed, then we've gone to the structure, and then we have gone to feeding. So make sure that you are doing a nutritious feeding for your goats. Make sure that you understand that. Make sure that you have supplements if you need to. If the feeds are not enough, then you have to supplement that with something that you buy maybe, or even gut like you cut feeds and bring to the goats maybe in the morning or in the evening, so that they mature or they grow at a very fast rate. So don't forget that. Then the other practice is the checklist, like make sure that your goats are healthy. And how do you make sure that your goats are healthy? You have regular checkups. That is something that you can never avoid. So make sure that you have someone on the call. If your worker is not like trained to take care of goats, make sure that you have someone maybe who comes maybe on a monthly basis with the full list of what is taken for, with the full list of immunization, with the full list of the drugs that the goats need on a month basis. Then the other thing is having clean water at the farm. Of course, I'm always for that. So please make sure that you're giving your goats clean water. Your vaccination should be very accurate, and please, farmers, please make record keeping. Make sure you have like a record where you say this was given this and when was it given. So that vaccination schedule is very important. You make sure that you monitor body weights. I've seen that some us farmers, when we are doing farming just for the fun, we are not weighing. You're not looking at your goats how the growth rate is. And therefore, even if someone asks you how much does that goat weigh, you can't even tell, because even we don't have the weighing machines in in the farm, which is not like ideal. And make sure that your farm is clean and the goats are going to enjoy that. So those are some of the checklists or some of the things that you need to do. And then you also need to check out your marketing strategy. Please don't farm a goat for milk and you start asking for the market when you have the milk with you. Make sure that you have identified your market. Where are you going to sell your goats even before you start your goat farming project? Is it your neighbors? Is it local? Are you doing your goats for breeding purposes only? Are you taking them to the slaughterhouse or to the market for them to be sold? So identify your target market at the very beginning. Make sure that you have a well social media platform, because right now everyone is online and everyone is buying things online. Of course, you have to ensure that you don't get conned, and of course, you have to ensure that you have the right goods and you have the right records if someone asks for them. But please do not start looking for market when you want to sell. The day that you want to sell is when you are looking for that market. That is not ideal. And then make sure that you visit your local markets. I can't emphasize that enough. Make sure that you know what is the price of a goat in your locality, so that when you start to sell, you know how much you're going to sell your goat, so that you make profits. And of course, collaboration with the local businesses. These businesses can be your local butchery, your local slaughterhouse, your local school, your local hospital, anyone that can cook meat or can drink milk is your stakeholder for your farm, for your goat farm. And of course, if you can afford it, and if you're already there, please make sure that you have an engaging website. I know I have one. Please, if you've not checked out our new website, it is www.mbuvifarm.com. Come, leave us a message and let us know what we can do for you in your goat farming venture. And thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time, please hit that notification bell on, and also like our videos and subscribe. In our next video, we are going to talk about essential tips for goat farming. What are those tips that will make you succeed in your goat farm? And until then,